Live from KSAT12, the Night Beat starts right now.
The start of a new decade just hours away. San Antonio counting down to 2020 with a major celebration downtown.
New York City is in the last hour of 2019. Here's a live look from Times Square. The countdown nearly set to take place. We don't have that right now. But
Trust us.
It's happening. There it is.
We've been watching it on ABC
Yay.
all evening.
Back
here at home, we still have about 2 hours before our big fireworks display light up the night sky.
The night team's Daphne Gray is there as families and friends count down to 2020.
2019 is ending with a bang during the Celebrate SA New Year's Eve celebration happening at Hemisphere. Thousands came out from all over.
From South Carolina,
Mexico, Houston.
I stay in Austin.
Families enjoyed food,
This is really good.
music, and just like last year, a carnival.
And you know I had to try out the carnival games, right?
People shared their New Year's Eve traditions.
To go to the ghost track.
For my husband's birthday,
They shared their plans for tonight into tomorrow.
eat and drink.
Then wake up at 12:30 and say, oh, it's New Year, Happy New Year, and go back to sleep.
People also shared what 2020 means to them.
Fresh start.
Continue on the path to success.
And of course, the resolutions.
Stop focusing on things that are negative.
And thank the God that you can get up the next day and do the same thing another year. Amen.
My 2020 resolution is having me a cow named Miss Bella in the country and finishing my property and doing the damn thing on my property 2020. Hey!
In just a couple of hours, you'll be able to see a firework display that you do not want to miss. Now, as you go home tonight, be sure to drive safely, and if you can't drive, be sure to Uber or Lyft to your destination. Daphne Gray, KSAT12 News, and Happy New Year.
It's chilly out there this evening. Temperatures have started to fall to near 50 degrees. You can see outside as we look at the Alamo Quarry. You can see the fireworks off in the distance. It was a beautiful day. We saw plenty of sunshine, but clouds actually moved in halfway through. We reached a high right around 61 degrees this morning. We were close to freezing. We won't be near freezing tomorrow morning, but we will be chilly. Temperatures are already started to fall to near 50 degrees. It's 53 in San Antonio, 51 at JBSA Randolph, already in the 40s up in the hill country. We are expecting rain tomorrow at some point, so I'll be back with a look at your New Year's Day forecast in just a few. Tim?
Sarah, new on the Night Beat tonight, a motorcyclist sent to the hospital with severe injuries this New Year's Eve. He was driving near the Alamo Dome when he was slowed down by crews directing traffic in the area. Police say the man was cleared, and as he continued, he accelerated before he lost control and hit another vehicle. We're told the man was in his 40s, was tossed from the bike and taken to BAMC.
A plea to end gun violence as a community remembers a former Madison High School football player. A vigil for 19-year-old Aiden Hoffman was held at the Whataburger on O'Connor tonight. It's the same spot he was found Monday morning with a gunshot wound. Police say he was discovered after crashing into a barrier near the restaurant there. He later died at the hospital. After graduating, the athlete had gone on to be a redshirt freshman at West Texas A&M.
New on the Night Beat, it is all about ensuring that our drinking water remains high quality. For the first time, scientists will be able to study our water quality without limitations.
And it's all thanks to a new research field that was gifted to the Edwards Aquifer Conservancy. The night team's Patty Santos with how the research will have a generational impact.
The research field is off of East Evans Road near 281, and it's actually going to be built right next door to the future Morgan's Wonderland camp. The property runs along Cibolo Creek and a fault line in the recharge zone, considered to be the most environmentally sensitive part of the Edwards Aquifer system.
It's where the aquifer essentially meets the land surface and where it's most susceptible to impacts from surface water runoff into the aquifer.
These 150 acres will become an outdoor laboratory for scientists with the Edwards Aquifer Authority, as well as other agencies and universities.
We need to better understand what's in that water and what's being transmitted into the aquifer and how much water is moving down that creek. How much do we lose from the beginning of the recharge zone to the end of the recharge zone?
Until now, scientists like Mark Hamilton had only been able to study parts of the aquifer with permission from private property owners for a limited time. Having this property will let them monitor rainfall, soil impact, and changes over decades.
The benefits, for example, of the research and the studies may not be fully realized in just a few years. It's going to be generational.
They say understanding land management could translate into better soil to retain water and keep it from running down a creek. It could also help reduce water pollution. Gathering data on how the booming development around the recharge zone impacts drinking water could also lead to better policy to protect it.
We all drink water. We all rely on water. And if that water's not available and if it's not clean water, then it's just going to cost more and more.
The Edwards Aquifer provides water to more than 2 million people.
We're trying to do our part to make sure that they understand where their water comes from, what they can do to ensure that it continues to be of a high quality so that they can rely on it, not just for themselves, but for their children, their grandchildren, for generations to come.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
The property gifted to the Edwards Aquifer Conservancy was purchased by San Antonio taxpayers through funds from the 1/8 cent sales tax first passed in 2000.
Several other stories we're following tonight. The suspect in a drive-by shooting on the run after driving away from the scene earlier. It happened on the north side near Blanco and Oblate. Police say a man and woman in their 60s were driving in a silver Mustang crossing the intersection when gunshots were fired from another vehicle. The man was hit but is expected to survive. The female passenger was not injured. No word yet on what kind of vehicle the suspect was driving. A man who tried to hide from Bexar County deputies inside a gas station now under arrest tonight. 44-year-old Mario Perez Ramirez is accused of beating a woman and hitting her with a gun. She managed to escape, and deputies caught up with Ramirez today. After a short chase, investigators say he ran into a corner store near Highway 211 and Culebra Road, where he was tased.
The Bexar County Sheriff's Office working to help survivors of domestic violence with free house security systems. They're providing and installing free ring security systems for abuse and stalking victims. So far, they've installed 9, but they don't have an endless supply. So they're vetting the requests, offering the service to those in immediate danger. Those looking to reach the Bexar County Victim Services and ask for a ring system can call 210-335-6070.